Hello, Booktube, and welcome back. I've had one of those work days today. Do you know when you just can't wait to finish and maybe have four, five, six, maybe 17 pints? It's very much been one of those days today. Look at the kip of my ear. Look at that. I'm starting to look like that crazy doctor from Back to the Future. 1.21 gigawatts. So yeah, get back on subject, Gal. Get back on subject. So I want to talk about one of my favorite authors that have like just cropped up in the past few years. Like I just read his most recent book, I believe, a couple of days ago. Is The River Alive, and I'm sorry, it's Robert MacFarlane. You've probably seen it in the title of the video. If you don't know who Robert MacFarlane is, he is a English author, very much talks about contemporary nature and geography and landscaping and how humans fit in with all that. That's basically his bread and butter. Really, really, really good at doing it. Bear in mind, I've only read 3 of his books, and I believe he has wrote in the region 12 to 15 books or something like that, and a couple of them are poetry. So I've not read his poetry, his stuff, so I'm not sure if that's non-fiction or fiction. It's probably fiction, isn't it? So why do I love him? He blends so many of the genres that I absolutely adore. So, and he weaves them all together and brilliantly. It really does. So it's memoir, it's science, it's nature, it's philosophy, uh, it's travelogues, comedy in there, and he weaves it all together in such an amazing way. And he just goes. Again, I've only read 3 of his books, but from what I've heard, his other books are like this too. He just goes on this like really, really uh, immersive journey to wherever he's traveling, and he's absolutely just packs it with so much research that he walks, research, piles it on the page. He's absolutely really, really high class kind of a writer, can blend many genres together with so much research and so much personal thoughts as well added on top of that. And also, he kind of in his books he kind of asks the big questions, the philosophical stuff about humanity's relationship with the natural world. What do we do? Why do we do the things we do? I mean, why do we climb mountains? You know, uh, in the most recent book is The River Alive. He ponders really philosophical questions like, should the rivers have rights? Can we see them as equivalent, like living questions? Should rivers have rights? Are they living? Basically, that's the theme of the book, and it's all of his books. I guess will get into that deep philosophical relationship that we do have with the natural world, or some of us might be losing with the natural world. And he talks a lot about our role in the ancestry of uh, our roles, as we should be, good ancestors, to, not only to ourselves in the in the future, but also to the natural world that we seem to be button heads with now and again. So he's very good. Sorry, I've lost my balance twice there. He's very good at just connecting the reader to the natural world. It makes you pay attention. That's one of the things that you can really. It makes you pay attention to all the all the connections that we have with the natural world and what we're doing to it and how can we improve it. And but the top of the philosophical stuff, so it is this major theme is all about reconnecting with the trees. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some of it is hippie-ish, but I don't mind hippie-ish. And he does it in a comical way as well. And I think the most important things for all those book readers out there, his prose, his quality of writing, it is amazing. He has got, his prose is top quality stuff. It really is good. It's very lyrical. I think that's why he also wrote the poetry volumes as well, because he has very good, not like me, a very masterful kind of way of writing, and the power of his language, it jumps off the page. It really does. And he also, what I like as well is wherever he goes, he uses the terminology of the area. What is that called when you just use the terminology of a certain area? Is it geolinguistics or something like that? I think I might have just made that up. I don't know. And that he has that as well. So it is, his writing really is fantastic. It's very lyrical, very evocative, and you should pick up his books. So what books have I actually read by Robert MacFarlane? As I mentioned, I've just finished the Is the Water Alive, where he, pardon me, where he just travels to different countries, and it's less episodic than his previous books, so it's more thematic, this one, and it's just asking philosophical questions. Should all waterways, rivers have rights? Which I believe at the end of the book they do. And some of the cast of characters that he meets along the way, like all of his books, are great. They're funny, they're quirky, as we say in the UK. Really good stuff. So that's Is the River Alive? Really good read. He also wrote, a brain farted, Ancient Pathways, Ancient Paths, The Old Ways. Here we go. I got it in the end. The Old Ways. So he's travelling across, all these countries. He does the UK as well, of forgotten byways and roads, and just travels them basically. And it is a bit of a travel log-esque, funny-esque, reconnecting with nature book. It's very good. Again, like the book I just mentioned, you meet a lot of quirky people. Great stuff. And he also goes through like dangerous pathways where people are grounded and stuff like that. to put an edge of danger in it. And the Old Ways is really good. But I think my favourite, and I have got it somewhere here, I just can't see where it is. Oh, there it is. But it's going to be quite difficult for me to get it out, I think. Get out! This is the Old Ways. I could have prepared that, really, couldn't I? This is not the Old Ways, I'm sorry. This is Underland by Robert MacFarlane. So this is him pondering everything that's below our feet. And so he goes to the ice sheets in, I think it's Greenland. Delves really deep what's under them. He goes to caves, something I could never do. Do you know about that cave diving, where you go into really tight spaces where there's water? Oh no, I couldn't do any of that. And yeah, so it's basically a study of everything that we're walking on. And again, the prose in that book is just absolutely a masterpiece. It is. You feel like you're with him. I know that sounds weird and a bit new agey, but it's really good. I really do love Robert MacFarlane's writing. It is good. So I think you should pick them up. If you've never read Robert MacFarlane, give Underland a good go, because the writing is beautiful. You'll go on an adventure, and you might just ponder some of the topics that he actually brings up, and he provides maybe his opinion, but he's not saying his opinion is, it's me or the highway. So it's a fantastic. All his books have been fantastic so far, and maybe you'll like him too. I don't know, and maybe you'll start to think about our place in the natural world and where we might go ecologically in the future. And I hope you've enjoyed that kind of ramble where I've just in my head. And I'm on tomorrow, and I'll make a couple of videos on Sunday, I believe. Anyway, beer is calling. I'll see you soon, Booktube. Bye.